Safeway across the street. It's like all these little Nicky, expensive ass Nicky Nack shops. Okay, some Nicky, okay, all right. Still there? They still, that's all they say. Horse. So, really? They live around here? I didn't know that. I knew that. Yeah. So is Falk here the predecessor, the precursor to down there by Charlottesville with the wineries? I got it.
Hello, everyone. First, I want to take my hat off to that Georgetown team. Spent a lot of years here. I think they're back. They play hard, scrappy. The key is they just got to stay healthy. I like the pieces that Coach Cooley has put together, and I think they have some good things ahead of them. I just think at the end of the day, you know, being here during the time with JT3 and seeing the levels of this in the Big East, you know, like I said, these games, yeah, they matter, but it matters when they play in conference. You know, they got to beat the Connecticut's, and the Syracuse is not in the league. Oh, I didn't even see you back there. You too. They got to beat the Connecticut, St. John's, and the Marquettes. But I like what they're doing, and like I said to our guys, you know, yes, we play. You got to play a game 40 minutes first and foremost. First 20 minutes, you know, they probably came out and say, you know, we just beat Kentucky and GW, little old Morgan. You know, we just coast through it, and we're scrappy gang. And then I said in the second half, talent took over. Let's be real about it. I mean, it's levels to this. I mean, I've seen it. You know, they're talented, and that took over the last 20 minutes, and you know, they stepped up when they needed to, and that's a mark of a good team.
Kevin, turnovers as much as any turnovers and them getting to the line are those pretty much the deciding factors tonight?
Turnovers and block shots. They was just playing volleyball with our shots in the second half. But yeah, the turnovers that hurt us the second half, and even in the first half. And like I told one of our guys who's very important to us, Elijah Davis, you can't play out of character. You know, this thing is no macho. You know, hey, play over. You getting 3 fouls in the first half killed us, you know, with him, and he's the leader of our team. So, you know, that turnovers, and I tell you, first half I think we was +5 on the glass. In the second half, they just went on a rebounding spree. So, you know, like I say, it's levels to it, and talent took over. And those big guys, I'm pretty sure at halftime was told, go get the you-know-what ball.
And for you guys defensively, I mean, it's certainly their work on the perimeter, they struggled out there. I mean, how happy were you with at least to that degree, what you guys were able to get?
You saw us last year, right? Our defense was atrocious. We were top 5% in scoring in the country. We scored 80 points a game, and we just couldn't defend anyone. That's been an emphasis the whole preseason, and our team is leaps and bounds better defensively this year because we have guys that put the effort, energy, and the everything into defending, and I think it paid off. You know, to hold that team to 15% from three and only 43% for the game from the field. That's pretty good. They was 38 the first half. Our defense was good. It's just the second half rebounding. You know, the size hurt us, and let's be real. I keep saying the talent. You know, the talent took over.
Do you think your zone might have stunned them a little bit in the first half? Gave you a couple possessions out of it?
Yeah, you know, it helped us. You know, you got to try different things against better teams. You can't just get stuck into a rut and, you know, and play show them man because they're going to pick it apart. I mean, the kid, I can't think of KJ Lewis, special. The kid from here, what's my guy, the lefty?
Matt.
Matt. I mean, you got to show them different looks. You can't, just play man-to-man. You got to play them zone. You got to face guard them. You got to do everything for us. I don't know if it hurt him. It slowed him down.
Pressure-wise, they kind of stunned you in the first half, especially when the second unit came out. Did that kind of shock you how long and athletic they were in real life?
The Big East.
I know you prepared for it, but on the floor was
They
it?
supposed to be long and athletic. I mean, I was here with the Otto and Greg Winningtons, Jeff Greens, and those guys. They supposed to be on the wings, long and athletic, and no, it didn't shock me. I knew nothing's a secret anymore. No disrespect. They went to Kentucky and kicked, and convincingly. That's a tip to the Big East. I mean, I know it didn't count. It was exhibition, but they showed the world. I think they're back.
How much of this game, when you were game planning, is being sure you're doing the things you want to do all year, and how much was it preparing specifically for them?
Okay. We played this game last year. We lose by 50. My whole thing was, okay, we got to defend and we got to play within ourselves. And we can't get out of character. And a few times we got out of character. And I don't know, you couldn't see it probably, but as a coach, I could see it. And you can't do that with a Big East, ACC team, SEC. You have to be your best of the best for 40 minutes. And yes, we prepared. We prepared for, their pressure. We knew they were going to ice and do the things that they did. But our guys, like I kept saying the whole game, it's not an X and O game. It's a toughness game. And playing against Ed's teams when he was at Providence and I was here, those guys were tough. And now he has the guys that fits his character. And I think those guys are a lot better than the last few years what he had. He had probably better talented guys the last few years, but now he has his type guys, tough guys, just buying into what they're trying to do. And when they really sit down and want to defend you, it's pretty impressive. And I watched that Kentucky exhibition in the GW. I mean, they could have easily folded, but those guys, they fought all the way, and they're pretty good.
7 for 18 from three, higher percentage. Were you comfortable with who was taking them and where they were taking them? And is that really the number that you are shooting for?
I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say the right guys were taking them. That's first and foremost, yes. Was that our game plan to shoot a bunch of threes? No. We have a system that we're trying to run. If the three is there, take it. And Alfred Worrell, I mean, he's 4 for 14. He's going to make more than 4 most games. Walter Peggs is going to be more. He's going to make more than 2 from what was that? I can't. 2 and 9. He's going to make more than 2. Those 2 guys are really good shooters, along with Rob Lawson. So, our game is not predicated off of 3 points. Our game is predicated off of scoring at the right opportunity with the right, and I'm not going to say the right guy, but the right opportunity in our system. We're not going to be just, I don't want to offend anyone, but people look at the MEAC and just say, oh, it's just freelance play. No. Some pretty good teams in the MEAC, and there's some pretty damn good coaches, and you have to have your stuff tight. So it's better than what people perceive it to be. So we're a system team. I mean, I worked under JT3 for all those years and Carl Hobbs, Jeff Jones, and that's the only way I know how to, teach basketball, do it the right way.
Kevin, most of the people here know about Austin Freeman, the incredible college player. He's obviously on your staff. Can you tell us a little bit about his contributions to your program?
I'm not really familiar with him. I recruited Austin to Georgetown before I left. Austin and Chris, both were McDonald's All-Americans, and Austin is very, very huge to our program. 1,800-point scorer here at Georgetown. Would have been in the NBA. Got sick, diabetes. I shouldn't be telling his business, but he was a sure-end NBA player. And, you know, when in this business, when you have the opportunity to give back. So when I recruited Austin and those guys, it wasn't sexy to go to Georgetown. It wasn't sexy. People don't realize when we first came in, the level had kind of went down, and they hadn't had McDonald's All-Americans, I think, before that since Mike Sweetney. And Austin chose Georgetown, and he could have went to anywhere. He was number 4 player in the country. Could have went anywhere in the country, and he chose us. And when he was trying to get in the business, no one would hire him. And I always think about, okay, he trusted in me when I was recruiting him. I'm going to bring him into business. I hope at some point Georgetown hire him. I mean, he was instrumental in a lot of success here, you know, and that's what the business is about, you know. And I love the kid. I know a lot of people around here love him, and he's been very, very, very special, him and his family, to me. Chris, Austin, Jeff, Roy was just up talking to the team. All those guys, John Wallace, I spent a lot of time with. This is home, and those guys still helping me to this day. And, you know, I'm just thankful for guys like Austin and those guys that, you know, stuck around. And it's our duty to help these guys. It's not just those 4 years when they're here playing for you. We always say when we're recruiting, this is a 40-year decision, not 4 years. So after those 4 years was done, we wasn't done with him. He came with me. Coach called me, said, "Are you going to really hire him?" I said, "Yes." And he only experience he had was AAU, but he's been perfect for us, and he should be at this level at some point.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank y'all.
How's Goody been working with you?
Good go. How they say, go Bears, go Hoyas, huh?
Pretty good.
Thank y'all. Good luck.
Hey, is number 3 Max cousin for real? Who? Number 3, your man, Lawson. Is he making you don't know? All right.
See y'all.
All right, man. That's what this dude was saying behind me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
More minutes than Cam Ward? No, sorry.
Am I surprised he played more minutes than Jordan?
Yeah, no, Jordan Scott. A lot more minutes than Cam.
When which game?
Tonight.
Tonight?
How did he
They
go?
have to. I was told that it's because Michigan State is so hard up from offense, and
They
their
need
offense is more. Defensively, it's the very opposite. My understanding is that right now, Jordan has a way to go to get to where Izzo wants him defensively.
So who played the most minutes?
Jordan put more than Cam.
Okay, all right.
But it hurts Cam that they have other guys who
That can
defend
do what he
that.
does.
Right.
Yeah.
Jordan is playing more because he brings something that the other guys
The
can't.
shooting and the scoring.
Right. That's what it.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
I get it. That's what.
That's what
I
you're
was
saying.
told.
Makes sense, though.
Yeah, it does make sense.
Put a smile on my face because I was angry. What's that?
All right, we'll let Coach open with a statement, and then we'll move on to questions, and we'll make sure we get the mics over to you. So, Coach, if you're open.
First game, very obviously happy with the win. There's a lot of things I think we can improve on. I didn't like our last 8 minutes of the game. I didn't like the first 5 minutes of the game, right? But I thought we responded. We did what we had to do to win the game. You know, we wanted to play everybody. We wanted to get guys out on the floor. I think we played all the guys on the roster, right? I like Morgan's team. I like them a lot. I think they're going to do really, really well in their league. They have great size. Their guards can score. They can shoot. You know, when we were preparing for them, obviously we were preparing for a lot of their back cuts. But I think overall, just like we have shown in our exhibition games and in Canada, I think our overall depth was able to wear them down a little bit. And I thought that was and I thought the guys that came off the bench gave us incredible energy. And these two guys up here, I think, were game changers for us. right, just with their physicality. But I do want to say how happy I am to have our commissioner in the building. I'm very, very happy that Val Ackerman is here, and I thank her for coming down. I know she spoke at our incredible business school today, so Val, I appreciate you being here.
All right, we're gonna open for questions. Let's start with Patrick Stevens.
Ed,
Patrick.
hi, Ed. Getting to the foul line and forcing turnovers, fair to say that that's pretty much the kind of the deciding factors in this one?
Yeah, I thought our speed, I thought our overall speed today really showed, in particular in transition. We did not shoot the ball well, so there's a big question mark there. We did not shoot the ball well, and I thought we had good looks at the basket. But we wanted to get out in transition. And again, when you have multiple ball handlers and decision makers, it's a little easier. And we wanted the game to go. We wanted to speed the game up for sure. But turning them over and turning them into easy points for us. I think in the first half we had a burst, and then the second half we had another burst, and I thought that was the deciding factor.
And the two guys sitting with you, as well as Isaiah, they're working the second half. It seemed like that helped kind of put things away for you.
Oh yeah, again, these guys are very physical. I saw Biggie's basketball out there for sure. The way we want to play and the amount of intensity and I would call violence we want to play with defensively. I thought these guys did that, and then we got it to a number. We came off it a little bit, and then we weren't disciplined down the end.
All right, let's move on to Marcus Washington.
Hi, Marcus.
Hey, Coach, how you doing? I know beyond the numbers of your three-point shooting, but were you getting it to the people that you want to get to where you wanted to get it, and it was just misses tonight?
Fair question. We did. We absolutely did. Kayvon has been shooting the ball really well. Isaiah has been shooting the ball really well. Malik, Kayla, I thought we got, I don't know how many bad threes we took. I don't know if we had bad threes, right? I don't know if we had four, maybe one or two, maybe with a shot clock situation, but for the most part, I thought we got the shots we wanted. They just didn't go in. But we did get on the glass in the second half.
First half, the rebounding, out-rebounded by 5. What was the message at halftime?
Do what we do, right? Challenged our guys. And I don't know if it is an emotional letdown that we had. Don't know. You're always fighting up against that. We had first day on the job attitude coming into the game. I thought our energy was great in our shoot around. I thought our energy was great in the locker room. For whatever reason, we didn't get out to a good start.
Jaden, 6 rebounds. Just talk a little bit about the energy and the toughness that you try to bring inside the paint.
I just try to just give it 100%, fly around. Coaches always tell me fly around, so I know if I get active and I'm on the glass, everything else going to come to me. So that was my focus going into the game.
And the shooting, 3 for 6, gaining confidence.
Yeah. Getting a little comfortable out there. It's my first real year. Last year being a redshirt. Coming in this year, I'm trying to, get my feet under myself. So it's been fun. It's been a great learning experience.
Coach, do you think that Isaiah gained some confidence in the second half with his shooting? It seemed like there was a load taken off of him when he started seeing the ball going in.
I mean, he should be confident. He should be confident. All these players should be confident getting on the floor. Again, he did not play consistent minutes at his last school. So again, he's trying to get comfortable with what we do and how we do it, and that's what the exhibition games and the Canada games are for. But I think he got a little bit more comfortable. Once you see the ball go in the basket, I always say get a layup or a free throw. That's an easy way to see the ball go through the basket versus always depending on a jump shot.
You just
Sorry, let's go to Bobby, and then we'll go over to Ron.
Hi, Bobby.
Hello. Ed, you found a way to get 11 guys in the first half. Is that the way that you want to play this year?
I doubt it. Some games may require that. Others, the rotation. I mean, it's hard to play 11 guys, and we tell the players that. Right now, we're trying to, in some of these games here, you have to give our men some game experience for when the number is called later on down the line, whether somebody's hurt, injured, something happens with them and their family. We've done that in all the exhibition games as well to get some playing time for the guys.
So, speaking of that, Langston Love is not one of the players that played. Can you give an update on his status?
Right, yeah, he's still a little banged up. That would have been 12 guys that would have played today, yeah. So, hopefully he can get healthy soon. He's been banged up all summer, and we have a great medical team, and they're saying, we got to slow him down a little bit.
And I'm sorry, I haven't had a chance to be around, unfortunately. What's his exact injury?
Let me see. Langston's like the bionic man. He's had about 77 surgeries. Now his knee, his ankle, hamstring. He's got a lot going on there. Both knees actually.
Lower body.
Lower body. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. No problem.
Good, Ron.
Ford just revealed your message to him. Is that the same message you give to the second unit? Because they all came in kind of like with a lot of energy, and it seems like that's what they've decided to do.
I don't know if I would call them the second unit, as I would just call them part of the group that's going to play. You know, we say everybody that comes into the game raise their level of intensity, right? You should be really fresh coming into the game where you've been sitting and thinking, and now, okay, what's your job? What's your role? You know, in the Big East, you know, this is players, you know, and you're playing against men. So the tougher teams normally win. Toughness travels. Sometimes talent will overtake a game. I thought our talent today was a little bit greater, and I thought our physicality was a little bit greater.
You started Julie. Was that simply a coach's decision? And then how did he play in your estimation?
I thought Julius did okay. I'd like to see all of our bigs rebound a little bit more. I'd like to see finish at the free throw line. You know, we need an interior presence. So, you know, I thought he was taking himself out of post position by going to get the ball. Sometimes possession is important, but position is important as well. So that's something we'll continue to work on. Everybody forgets he's still a freshman as well. He played 3-4 games last year, and then we shut him down. So I was happy for him. I was happy for Seal, and I was happy for Fort as they had an opportunity to play in their college game.
Coach Mike, how you doing, man?
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. In the first half, it seemed like you wanted to put a heavy emphasis on guys playing great defense in the paint, especially in the paint without fouling. How was the progression throughout the rest of the game after the first half?
I thought we got more aggressive in the second half. I thought we got a lot more aggressive in the second half. And again, I think we had 42 deflections we counted. That's a lot, you know. And again, we're trying to be disruptive defensively, and I think that's where the depth helps. You know, nobody was tired. If they got tired, we took them out, and we just try to keep the bodies fresh. That may allow us to play more in the rotation than I have as a head coach with this group in particular. I really, really like what we do defensively a lot.
All right, let's go back to Gideon.
Hey, Coach.
Hi, Gideon. How are you?
I'm doing well. 29 fast break points looked like transition game, got you guys settled down a little bit in the first half. How important is that to your offense this year?
Very important. If we're in transition, that means we either turned you over or, you know, we're running on misses. And that's, you know, we practice that all the time. It's every day we work on our transition game. We work on it from our defense. Like, you're not going to win consistently in the Big East if you don't guard. If you don't guard, you might as well go home. You just go home every night. And that's the one thing the staff has done a great job with, you know, in our preparation is champions defend. And if we do that, we're going to find ourselves in a winning situation.
Deshaun, looked like you guys were excited for Seal's first collegiate point. What did that mean to y'all?
I mean, Seal just works hard every day. He's probably the strongest guy on our team in the weight room. He pushes himself. He's at the gym 8 o'clock in the morning working out before everybody else. So just seeing him make that free throw, I mean, kind of meant the world for me. I know I've been there as a freshman, so seeing that first point go in definitely means a lot. So I just wanted to be there and celebrate that with him.
And not to look ahead, but to look ahead a little bit, you got a big one coming up on Friday, going back to College Park in Maryland. What does that game mean for you?
I mean, it's definitely exciting to go back, see old faces, old fans. But I mean, it's going to be kind of weird. New coaching staff, new team, only one player. One of the walk-ons, Lucas, is still there. That's the only guy I really know. So I mean, for me, it's really just another game in a gym that I played in. So.
Thank you.
All right, let's get over to Nate.
Hi, Coach.
Hey, Nate, how are you?
Based on what you saw today, what's the point of emphasis going to be in practice going into Maryland?
Well, you got to rebound the ball. I mean, they're a very, very good rebounding team. We're going to go into a very hostile situation. Big Ten, Big East should be a fun matchup. You know, you have to rebound the ball. You have to be ball tough, ball strong. They have a veteran front court, right? Payne is, to me, is going to be one of the best bigs in the Big Ten, right? They have a fifth-year guy who transferred from Virginia who can stretch the floor, and he's got a really, really good size. Their guards outstanding with the ball and ball screens. You know, Coach Williams does a good job with his scheming and his game planning. And anytime you're playing on the road, but I like the game. I like the Georgetown, Maryland game. I like it a lot. I do. I think it'll be energetic. I think people will come out and support it. it's definitely a game that we're looking forward to, and we're excited to play.
And then before you empty the bench, you got 11 guys in. How do you expect the rotation to winnow down as the year continues?
I think that's going to be just a moving target. Again, like Bobby was saying, we did that today. We may not do that tomorrow, right? We don't know. But I wanted to make sure we get everybody into the game just to get their feet wet here at home. I love the way our floor looks. I love the way the arena looks. I love the way the setup is right now. Slowly but surely, I think we're definitely getting better. I need more people to come out to support us. I would love for our students, more students to come, more supporters to come, right? We need to create a home court advantage here. Unfortunately, we don't have that right now. We don't have that right now. And, that's something that we're going to continue to talk about, but we got to do our job as well. We have to win.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. All set. Thank you.